In this video, we will demonstrate how to use a script editor to create a MATLAB program file. MATLAB program files have the extension of letter M. Therefore, they're also called M files. They can be the MATLAB scripts, MATLAB functions, or other types of MATLAB program files such as classes. You can open the script editor in multiple ways. You can use a new script button, new live script button, or the new button and select the type of the files you want to create. Also, you can use the open button to select a M file to open in the script editor. And you can also double click the M file in the current folder and open it directly. For example, if I double click the test.m file, and it will open it in the script editor. In this video, we're going just to show you how to create a MATLAB file. So I'm going to use a new script feature here, and it opens up the script editor. And you will see that we have a new tool script created for the script editor. This section is related to the open a new file or save the file. And here are the navigation tools to move the cursor to a specific location in the file. What's important is the tools in the wrong group, and we will show you how to use the tools there to run the script file, as well as how to run the file step by step for debugging purposes. So in this video, we're going to create a simple script that is to calculate the area of a circle. So what we need to do is to ask the user to input the radius of the circle. So before I start, I will always use the command called clear to clear up the workspace, because I don't want the workspace variables to have any effect on the program. And the next step is to enter a statement to ask the user to input the radius of the circle. So I will choose a radius as a variable name, and then I will use a function called input to ask the user to enter the value through keyboard. So here I will provide the prompt, please enter the radius. And usually we'll put a semicolon at the end of the statement. In this case, it will suppress the echoing of the result of the assignment. And the next, I'm going to calculate the area. And I will use a variable called area for the values of the area of the circle. And the equation for the area is pi multiplies the radius squared. So I can either using the power operator, or I just say multiply radius again and put a semicolon at the end. The last statement I'm going to enter is to print it out the area of the circle. So I use a function called fprintf, and then there will be a message here is the area of the circle is, that's the value I'm going to put it there, and the return carriage, and then I will say okay, the value I'm going to output is area. So at this point, you don't need to understand how exactly each statement works, but I just let you know what will be the outcome of the each statement. And that's the scripts we're going to build. So next, we're going to save the script, and I will go to save and say save as, and then I will give a name called CAL area. And because I didn't specify any location of the folder, so it will appear in the current folder right over here. So there will be multiple ways to start this program. So one way of doing it is to enter the name of the script in the command window. So I say calculate area, I hit enter. You'll see that it will ask for the radius. So in this case, if I say 1 and I hit enter, and it said the area of the circle is 3.141593, let's say, which basically it's pi. So it proves that the program is correct. And there's one little nuisance here, is that when we look at the prompt, there's no separations between the values that are entered and the prompt. So it doesn't look good. So we can always go back and make the change. So what I'm going to do is to enter a comma and a space. So in this case, then you will see the difference between, or you will see the space between the prompt message and the value you entered. Okay, but before you run the script again, make sure you saved it. Otherwise, it will only run the original script, not the modified script. And you can also see the star here, which means the file has been changed and it's not been saved. So at this point, all you have to do is to click the save button, and then we will run it again. And this time, we actually can use a feature of a command history window. So I just click the up arrow, and you will see the calc area. So I just hit enter. And now if I hit 1, you will see that the number in the prompt is separated and it's much neat. And then if I hit enter, it gives you the area of the circle. And there's also a second way to run the script, is to hit the run button directly. Once this script file is selected, if you hit run, it will run immediately. And then you will say, okay, how about enter 1? And you will see we'll get this area. And the next thing we're going to talk about is that something called step execution, which means to run the program statement by statement. All right, so in this case, if I hit run the next line, so it should be stopped at the first line, and then you will see what's happening. So if I go to here, it actually nothing happens because it just started, but the next statement to run is clear. So if I hit the step again, go to the next step, you will see that the clear command will remove all the variables in the workspace. It's gone. And the next statement is to ask the user input. If I hit step, you will see the prompt here. So if I enter 1 and hit enter, it will move to the next statement. And at this point, you will see the radius variable is created, but not the area, because it hasn't been calculated yet. So if I hit step again, you will see the area is calculated, but it's not output yet. And then you hit step again, it will output the message. And then because this is reached the end of the statement but not the end of the program, so you need to hit the step again so that it will finish running the entire script.